Hi friends. So I went to upload. I'm going to be using an image from Cricut Access. Since I have it, I like to use it. You of course can, go to Google and find something. You can, if you have Cricut Access, or you can use text and do your, whatever your own thing is. But I have something in here that I do want to use. So I'm just going to go in and type in sunflower. There we go. I normally use my iPad, so when I'm doing things on my computer, it's a little bit slower because I use my iPad most of the time. So I always have to go back and remember how to do things on the computer because the setup is definitely different. All right, so I'm going to go to this one. She says, wild as a sunflower, insert images. Now, this is really nice because you can do this in multiple layers. So you can see all the different layers down here. So you can do it in whatever colors you want. You could either change it to change each piece to the color just so that you can see it, or you can keep it as it is and then put in whatever color vinyl that you want for each space. But now for me, I want to change this all to white. So I'm just going to go over to my layers and I'm going to change it to white. Now on my iPad, it's a lot easier because I just, here I can just hit my layers and change it to white. But on my iPad, I just hit the whole thing and I can do it. I'm just going to go into each layer and change the color. And then when you're doing it on your iPad, you have to hit apply, otherwise it won't. But I want the whole thing to just be white. And now I'm going to look at my size. So I'm going to go to more and it's going to tell me my width and my height. So I want this to be quite a bit smaller. So I'm going to change this to 3 on my width and enter. And then it automatically changes my height. Now, if I want my width and my height to be different, then all I have to do is hit this unlock button and it allows me to change them separately. However, when you do that, you have to go in and put the size features in each side. So it's not going to automatically make it match. So if it's locked, it's going to make your height kind of match to your width. So it all looks correct. Okay. But if you want to change shapes on something, you just hit unlock. All right. Just remember to go back and lock it if you want to go back to it staying even with whatever you change, okay? All right, so I'm good with that. I'm going to make it. Oh, see, I'm not good with that. So let's go back to our canvas. I'm gonna hit cancel. Now on the iPad, I would just go back up and hit canvas. So, but what I would need to do, I'm going to highlight the whole thing and I am going to go down here to my actions. Now on your iPad, you would hit actions. I'm going to go to, and I'm going to hit attach. And that's going to keep everything printing together. Otherwise, your Cricut tries to save you space and it puts everything in an area that's going to take up the less room for your vinyl. Okay, so you see now everything's together. Okay, so we're going to hit continue. And it's going to connect to my Bluetooth. All right, and I'm going to go to popular. It's weird that I don't have vinyl saved as a favorite, but I don't. All right, so Now we're going to go over here to our maker. So I've got my vinyl that I want to use already on a mat. So I'm going to take it and I'm going to put it in. Now remember, it's got to go underneath these two little grips, okay? And then I'm going to hit my arrow. And then it's going to tell me to come up and hit my C. And now it's going to cut. See, so what I'm going to do though is I like to take and cut my piece out because it makes it easier to work with. And so this is a light pad, and sometimes it's great, sometimes it's not. So, you know, with the white, not really so much. But if you find little pieces that you can't really see, now on the white it doesn't work so much, but you can dust it with a little bit of talc powder on a color other than white because you won't really be able to see it, and it'll actually let you see some of the smaller pieces, okay? So we're gonna move over here to do our weeding just because this is a little bit easier for you to see. I've got some weeding tools. I've got my little Cricut weeding tool. And then I also have some that I made. I have a pink one, but it's outside because I was using it. So this is fun if you do epoxy. I did make some Cricut weeding tools, and I will attach the video on that if you'd like to see it. And I'm just going to weed my project. So when you're weeding, if you're new to this, when you're weeding, you are just going to get rid of your negative space, okay? So you can pull up what you can and just be very, very careful, because sometimes the smaller the letters, the easier it is for them to pull up with this, okay? So for really small things, I put a little needle in these, and it's great for helping me get small things out. The Dollar Tree sells some of these with little needles in them. I'll show you what it looks like. Oh, I bent this one on purpose, but this is what it looks like. And they have them with different sizes. You get 2 in a pack. But sometimes it's good to have something like a needle. So this one, I left the needle out a little bit longer when I made it. The pink one on the back porch, I was smarter and I pushed the needle in more because, you know, this was new doing these. And that one is so easy to use. This one's a little bit harder because the needle's out so far. But it still works very well. So I'm just going to weed out these little pieces. I love using my Cricut. It is so much fun. And I get caught up in doing stuff with epoxy, and I use my Cricut all the time. So I'm honestly going to be better about doing more Cricut stuff on my channel because I love it. So yesterday when we went to get the, when we went to do the sunflowers and strawberries, I was thinking, I wish I would have, well, I didn't really have a lot of notice, but it wouldn't have taken me long at all. I keep lots of t-shirts available, but I wish I would have thought about it and made him a little shirt to wear. I saw this little girl wearing a strawberry like a little strawberry outfit because we were also picking strawberries. And I was thinking, oh, I wish I would have made him a shirt with like a dino eating strawberries. Next time I'm going to. All right. So this is just a piece of, this is the contact paper from the Dollar Tree. I use it a lot for transfer paper. And now I don't ever throw transfer paper away until it is really done. So this was just sitting on the side of my desk. All right, so I just kind of pushed my canister back. Now, since I already have my flowers and my canister, I'm gonna put it on sitting up, but of course you could lay this down and put it on. So I am just going to put this on right here. Now, you can get these galvanized buckets. You can get them at Michael's, you can get them at Hobby Lobby. You can get smaller sizes at the Dollar Tree. This one I happened to buy where we did the sunflowers. So this is how easy it is. To personalize. And then when you're pulling this off, you want to just go, kind of lay it flat. Do you see what I mean? Pull it off nice and flat, and that piece was trying to go back, so we'll go back and make her stay. And this is the same like you would do if you're putting it on like a car window or something. It's a little bit harder because I'm trying to stay out of the way of the video so that you can see. Let me push that. And I messed up my little S, so no big deal. I will just fix it. Make sure everything's on good. And there we go. Now I have my personalized base for my sunflower. All right, well listen, I hope you like it. I hope you guys have a beautiful and blessed rest of the day, friends, and I'll see you later. Bye.